So this video review of the Multiflex clip-on standing desk light from Ivation is going to be a little bit long because there's a lot of things I like about this light, such as it's really easy to turn on functionality with this button that you barely even notice on it, and it works perfectly every time. And I also like the stand that is also a clip and can even be more stable by putting these extra legs out. So, I mean, starting with those examples, this light has a lot of things I like, such as this button, the strong, well-made gooseneck, the strong table stand that is also a really well-designed clamp stand. This lever effect allows it to be flat on any size surface up to about, looks to be about 2 inches, all the way down to a very thin surface, like a music stand maybe, or a book. So it's a bright light with good quality, and you can use it with three, I'll turn it back off so I'm not blinding you and myself. You can use it with 3 AAA batteries, or you can use it with any USB power source. For ease, I'm using this power bank, but it doesn't draw a whole lot, so I could use a much smaller power bank than I am. Which, this brings me to my first complaint though. I love that they used a standard USB connector, but I really don't like the fact that they used this proprietary plug on the other end instead of using micro USB or some other standardized plug. For me, this is a huge deal because if you lose this cable, you've pretty much lost the capability to use this light with a power source other than the AAA batteries. So, you know, granted, you could just not lose the light, not lose the cable, but it wouldn't have really been a big deal for them to choose micro USB. The other real concern I have is there's nothing in the documentation. It came with these instruction manuals. There's nothing in this documentation that explains whether or not this power source is going to charge these batteries or attempt to charge these batteries, which I'd actually prefer that it didn't. I don't think it does, just because this is a this adapter that it came with is a 100 milliamp hour. I'm sorry, not 100 milliamp hour. 1000 milliamp charger, similar to what you'd have for a cell phone, which with as bright as this light is, I think that's where all that power is going to. But anyway, I wish the directions would explain whether or not they were attempting to charge these batteries. And the reason why that matters so much is if it's attempting to charge those batteries, then you can't put standard alkaline batteries in there and have it plugged in, because if you attempt to charge either heavy duty or alkaline batteries, they can explode. Either way, it's just not a good thing to do. And when I say explode, I don't mean in the fireball of death sort of way, but the leaking battery acid sort of way, although either would be bad. The color from this light is nice. It's a bright light, but it's not too cold. So if you were going to use it for reading, I could definitely see with this clip on here, musicians wanting to use this light for performing, and it's a good warm light that isn't so crisp that it would tire your eyes. You can power it even off a laptop. I'm not sure why you'd want to do that. I'd probably use a power bank or the wall adapter or the AAA batteries, because it would last a long time with those AAA batteries. So if this light fits your particular use case, like if you're not worried about the proprietary cable and you're not worried about the fact that you can't tell whether or not it's attempting to charge the AAA batteries, then it's a really good light at a fair price, really sturdy construction, nice shade of light, easy on-off switch. So it's not that I dislike it. I think I'm going to give it 4 stars. I received this light for free to review, but if I was looking for a gooseneck light that fits this use case, or that this would fit the use case that I needed it for, I would definitely not stay away from this light. It's overall good. Because I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to use it yet, I'm pointing out these flaws. It's not waterproof. They say it would be good on a grill, so I imagine it's heat resistant, and the metal gooseneck and the metal construction, although there's plastic covering the LEDs, would be good near a grill. So I hope I answered all your questions. I'm sorry I kind of droned on in the review, but I wanted to cover each of my concerns as well as each of my compliments with this light. Everything you see here came with the light except for this power supply that I'm using. The cord came, obviously, because if you lose this cord, you'll have to be searching for one with that weird plug on it. The wall adapter, and you could use this with anything. You could use this to charge a cell phone if you want. At 1 milliamp, it would be slow on newer phones, and certainly slow on tablets. But 1 milliamp is pretty fast. And then, of course, it came with the light, and there are, I think, 8 or 9 actual LEDs. Oh, it says 7 in the instructions. Yeah, sure enough, 7 LEDs in there. So even if 1 or 2 of those was to go out, you'd have a good light that would last a long time. Thanks for listening to my review. I hope this was helpful.